Collaboration is something we do all the time. How many of us are asked by our congregations to do a piece of art, to do a logo, to donate something for a particular group, for a sponsored ministry? How many are asked to do that for your parishes? How many of us are asked all the time to do those kind of things, which we don't always think of as collaboration? We just do them. Push it again.
It's red.
We started this year a Justice and Peace issue kind of page on our website where we invited both membership and members of the Dominican family or anyone associated with Dominican family to submit pieces, because someone told us artists don't do things for social justice, and we know better. Look at our pages and you can see many of our artists do. All we need for you to do is choose which pieces you would want on that page.
I have to say that I consider art in itself and the deprivation from art on the part of the poor and the marginalized and injustice. I think that to think of the poor and the marginalized as needing only food and money is an injustice to them. Those artists who create something that's simply beautiful are doing more for them than just protesting and raising money and so forth. I'm an art for its own sake kind of person.
E. Michael said something about creating art that is beautiful, and that's the impact it has on either its creator or its viewers. But sometimes what we regard as impact of our art is not always what others see. I might think a piece of art I've created is worthless, but I need to be open, like all artists are, to showing my work to others, to be open to their interpretations, to be open to the impact that it has on other people. Therefore, it's a call for courage, courage to be open to the impact our art has on other people, whatever we ourselves might think of it. And when it has an impact on someone, it might be rather different. One of Pat's photos she once showed us, I thought of as being excellent as the sun shines through the darkness, the light of Christ shines through our worst moments. But Pat told me afterwards the impact it had on her was the presentation. So may we have the courage to be open, not just to the beauty of our art, but also that others might see it in different ways.
Preparing for the upcoming gathering.
Oh, okay, let's start.
No?
Yeah.
In preparing for the upcoming gathering, in doing research, it just hit me between the eyes how we as members of DIA inspire each other within DIA. For example, a poet is publishing a book of poetry. She saw at a meeting in Racine a piece of watercolor that absolutely caught her breath, talked with the artist, and now that piece of art is the cover of the poet's book. Two DIA artists inspiring the work of the other. Photography. A colorist, a painter, sees a piece of photography, asks permission, and puts their interpretation in oils on canvas. It is mind-blowing how we inspire each other as members of DIA.
Okay. In thinking of the impact of art that Rudolph mentioned, my thought is that I was immediately drawn to the fact that Ann Willits has a great ability for storytelling and the art of communication. And I had heard that she calls on late night shows and talks to, actually, she might be reaching millions of people. And this to me is a great effort for sharing her art, and the impact is very wider than we know. So it's amazing to me, and I think it's something that we all should perhaps pursue in our own ways, is to develop and share our arts through the media of our times.
This is following on from what some of the other board members have said, but talking about inspiration and impact that people's art have on you, when it inspires you to create things, it could also inspire you to talk to that person, that artist, and see how can we collaborate with each other, how can we work together, so that two pieces of art separate from each other become more and have a greater impact than just one each piece of work has. And in this theme of justice and peace, a piece of work we see as being just perfectly ordinary, it could, under the umbrella of justice and peace, be slightly transformed or slightly changed, working together, collaborating, to be something that could be used as a powerful instrument in the campaign and the whole work for justice and peace. Now, you can, of course, do this at a gathering. You can do it when you meet each other. But for many of us, we can't always go to gatherings, either age or whatever else. But there's nothing to stop any of us from just going onto the website. It's as easy as ABC. And this is from somebody who's completely untechnological, by the way. Anyway, we can go onto the website, we can access the art, we can be inspired, and we can very easily then contact that artist. In that way, the creation continues, the artistry continues, it flourishes and it preaches in this 800th anniversary year. There's nothing to stop any of us from just going onto the website. It's as easy as ABC. And this is from somebody who's completely untechnological, by the way. Anyway, we can go onto the website, we can access the art, we can be inspired, and we can very easily then contact that artist. In that way, the creation continues, the artistry continues, it flourishes and it preaches in this 800th anniversary year.